We had Teeth Gums here tonight. And,
Hello.
Teeth Gums, how you been? How you doing today?
Hello. I'm doing all right.
Is
Definitely a
this how
lot
you
going
expected
on.
your night to go?
Not really.
Well, me neither, thanks to you, but you know what? As much as I had told Lemur to not continue the relationship with you, I appreciate you now, Teeth Gums. Because you exposed me that a guy I thought was my friend was a snake.
Yeah. I don't know. He was just not the best friend. Like, he wasn't the best partner either. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't even know all these like people existed. I didn't know AntiMatterMorty. I didn't know Bloodspeth. I didn't know who Solidus Nova was until Lemur basically went out and I don't know, just was talking about y'all. Yeah, he was just talkative.
How did you and Lemur meet? I want to know when you sent your first message, how old you was. Now that's because I believe it's good. I believe that Lemur's in the right within this one. I just want you to confirm to everybody, but you do not have to lie. When was the first when did you send the first message, and when did Lemur send his first message?
All right, so I think I would watch his YouTube videos, whatnot. So I just thought it would be a cool idea to just like, I was just a fan at that point. Like, I was just a fan. So I went on his TikTok and I texted him. I was like, "Oh, I love you." Like, just, I don't know. I was just being weird, low key, but I was just being a fan. Like, I didn't think of it. And, you know, I'm at work at this point, and I see that he likes my videos, comments, and then when I go
Wait
to
a
check,
second. Hold up now. He liked your He was liking your videos?
yeah. So here's the crazy
Because
part.
he had told me he was done with you when he had blocked you.
Oh, okay.
But there was
Oh,
videos
really?
being liked and conversation happening after that?
Yeah, okay, so we've actually had many conversations on how we met. And basically, yeah, so I was at work, you know, I wasn't thinking anything. I didn't think he would even see it. But it said that he viewed my profile, he liked my post, and he also commented. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough to see what he commented because I was at work. Okay. Mind
What
you,
does
I get
that
off
mean?
work.
What does that mean? Please detail it. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, detail what?
That the posts and stuff like that, and while you was at work, I believe.
Oh, yeah, so
What's going on there?
Do you know how, like, your phone sends you notifications about, like, people doing things, but then when you check, it's not there? So at that point, he already blocked me, right?
Yes, and
So
I
he
believe you
blocked
sent
me.
him a message saying you better unblock me on a different profile.
Yes. I had different, like, I don't know, I was being a little troll. So I had, like, 2 other accounts, and I was just, you know, I was like, why did you block me? Wait, actually, hold on. So he actually went live, and I asked him why did he block me, and he went on live to call me like a weirdo and stuff. He called me a weirdo.
Hell, he did.
Yeah, and yeah, okay, so he called me weirdo, but then he unblocked me because of those messages. He told me himself.
After he
Yes.
called you a weirdo, is
Yes,
this immediately?
Yes. Okay, so those messages convinced him to. He told me himself. By the way, we were on the phone. Every time we talk about this, we're on the phone. But when I tell you, yeah. So sorry.
Guys, listen. I know you want to hear about the bite and who bit who, but we got to get there. We are at the beginning. No. I want you to be at the beginning. I will ask you, and tell me if there's anything you can remember around the timelines I'm hitting you with. Make sure you inform me of whatever has went on.
The main thing I would like to know about the content he was liking, like what were you making of these TikToks?
So
that's a good point.
If you go on my TikTok, it's just like, I guess, lip singing videos, whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so normal like beauty.
Yeah. So, you know, just me with makeup on, doing lip sync videos, and you know, anyway, when I texted him, I was 18 already. This was in summer. This was like maybe beginning of summer, maybe. I want to say that. I was 18, like already, you know.
Yeah,
But,
see, 50.
yeah. So resume to the part. He unblocked me after I sent those messages, and then we weren't talking, but he would view my profile a lot. And I'm going to get into this. I will say that I asked him why he would view my profile, and he told me while he was with his ex, he would goon to me, and he felt guilty about it.
What?
That's pathetic. That's so sad.
Oh, but what did you just say? I'm so sorry, I missed it, and it seemed stingy, like what you had said.
Sorry, I'm a little sick.
Oh, good.
No excuses. I'm playing.
I'm not a man, I promise. Okay, anyway.
Tyrone Pizza corner. Sorry. I'm a jester. I'm a weird jester.
Right. Okay, like I said, so he unblocked me, and basically he would view my profile a lot. Like, he would like look at it constantly. Like, I would see his little, you know, like the little icon, you know, like the lemur on the, you know.
The TikTok notification, like this guy is on TikTok right now. This guy's appearing your view, so you would get those notifications.
Yeah, and when we got together, actually, like I said, I asked him about it. Like, oh, what? We weren't talking then, but I asked him later on, like, why he was viewing my profile, and like I said, he told me himself that he was gooning to me while he had a girlfriend, and he felt bad about it.
He was gooning to you?
Yes, I don't know how to put it any other way.
So this man was jerking the gherkin to you over his phone while he's got a girlfriend, is basically what we're saying.
He would say he was off and on, but I'm pretty sure he had a girlfriend.
The gherk was jerked, everybody.
Yeah.
The gherk was jerked. All right, you know, all right. Please continue.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. He would just view it for a while, and then one day he texted me out of out of nowhere, and he's like, "Hey, I just want to message you and say that you're fine." And I was like, "Oh, well, thank you." And he's just, I don't know, like he was a little awkward at first, and then we get to talking and whatnot.
But aren't you like? So to you at this point, when at least the way he was telling us, you are smitten at this point because Lemur is Lemur. Is that true or false? Like, you couldn't believe that a YouTuber who makes videos on lolcows would give you the time of day. I hope you can hear my sarcasm.
Yeah, hey Teeth Gum. Sorry, I didn't say hi when you hopped in. So what the way that Lemur was spinning it to us was that you were starstruck to be being paid attention to by such a big celebrity.
Yes, and about that, he liked it. He really liked that I liked him as a YouTuber. He would always be like, "Yeah, I'm your YouTuber boyfriend. You're the only person I want to watch. I want," like he said, he's telling me like, "Oh, I want to be the only person you watch." And
the only person he watches?
Dude, I would watch
Cutting into my time and Morty's time, Stingy's time. Damn.
I would.
I don't care. Sorry.
Well, you're not gonna get it because Lemur's the only one she's watching. Yeah, think about that.
Anyways, about okay, so when we would be on call, I would have like my TV on, like my Xbox going on autoplay, and you know, like he's one of the channels I watch, so obviously the suggested channels are Chilla, AntiMatterMorty, Smokey, Kiwi Tape. Yeah, and whenever you guys were on, he'd be like, "Oh, his intro is so trash, AntiMatterMorty." He'd be like, "Oh, his commentary sounds the same, this and that." And he would be like, "Oh, I bet you like them now. Oh, I bet you want to text them." Like, it was weird. What? Like, he would always be like, "Oh, I bet you want to get with them and try to, oh, you're going to pull a turkey tom on me." Well, I don't know what that means.
Well, me and Morty are actively telling him to not date you, and this is to no offense to you. This goes to any viewer. This goes to any viewer that he could possibly want to date. While we're saying, hey, this is a very, very bad idea. Because to be truthful, Teeth Gums, you did exactly everything I told him you were going to do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was nothing specifically against you. It was against the concept of him dating a fan who had a public profile that he was sharing with people. Like, I think that's where we were like, this is probably just a bad idea for his channel. You know what I mean?
It's a stupid idea. He didn't thought of the idea to make a brand new one for you, so you could do like a PNG or be like faceless if you wanted to like do a career for you. So
okay, that's a great thing for you to say, Stingy, because that is a nice lead up to where I think we're at in this situation. Now, what Lemur said, I believe, in the Kiwi Farms post is I had no idea about this, but from what you had said, Lemur's grand plan was to make himself the biggest lolcow YouTuber because you and him were going to post the most content. Am I not mistaken there?
That's not exactly how I worded it. It was more as like.
But I wasn't wrong.
The Kiwi Farms, I'm not gonna lie. I did. I talked to the guy's name.
We call him OBL. OBL. You can refer to him as OBL. He wins today.
The Kiwi, I was talking to him, but it was kind of cut short. Basically, he wanted us to be like a sniper wolf in sausage.
Like reaction channel wolf.
In sausage, he said, "Oh, I'll be your sausage. You can be my sniper wolf, and I'll help you make content, and we can go live together." He was just feeding it to me. I was just like, okay, cool, maybe. But at the time,
Did this, when he's telling you this, is this alluring? Is this allure? No, don't lie about it. Is this I think this guy is trying to change my life, right? Because that's a very big promise, is it not?
Oh my god. That's
a big promise.
There would be many times we got arguments and I would tell him that he's moving way too fast because he would promise things like that. He would literally be like, mind you, maybe 2 weeks into the relationship, he was like, "Oh, I'm trying to have you move out here. I'm trying to get engaged with you. This and that. We're gonna make content together. We're gonna have a house together." Just all this delusion. And I know it's fake. At this point, it's just an online relationship to me. So, but yeah.
So to you, this is far less serious. So at this time, where we're at in the conversation, I want you to think about dating at that time, being with him at that time. At this exact moment, you're thinking this isn't that serious and this guy is falling head over heels in love with me.
I just thought he was. Obviously, I'm
because from an outside perspective, there was this question that I would pose to Morty and Menace of why has he fallen head over heels in love with this girl?
Listen, I'm not even trying to be I asked myself the same question. I'm he acted like he never been with a girl. Do you know what I mean? And I don't like people like that. Why are you acting like you've never? Which he hasn't. I think that's why he's so touch-starved or something. I don't know. He just.
Are you claiming that Lemur is a virgin? Are you claiming that Lemur is cucked? Is he the cucked like iDubbbz? Is this what's going on right now?
Well, considering he literally told me his ex. Okay, I probably shouldn't say that.
No. You're here right now. This isn't the time to be bashful. You're the winner, Teeth Gums. You are the winner. Stand your ground. Stand your ground and let the people know what you feel.
Thank you.
Well, try your best to absolutely remember everything in the timeline and try to piece it. Was this before the conversation, before the "I love my girlfriend" smiling friends tweet was announced, or was this already announced stuff? Try to keep it in the timeline, but
what
take your time. When it was already announced, so you're already getting the hate on that timeline.
When I was getting hate?
Well, when the smiling friends, that tweet when he made a thing.
Oh, fuck.
Did the conversation about becoming a YouTuber happen after the smiling friends tweet, or after? Okay, so it's
way
already,
after. When I was under fire, when I was getting doxxed, he was talking about it.
So when you were already getting doxxed, you were just all right, we can still do this and make videos.
Yeah.
There was no
he treated it like it was nothing. It was nothing.
Yeah. All right, good. I wanted to. That was the question. Figure out the timeline.
When you started getting doxxed after that tweet, How did that go? Like, were you upset with him? Were you telling him,
Oh,
like, this
absolutely.
is a situation?
Well,
Absolutely.
how could she not?
Like, my family didn't talk to me for a bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was stuff sent to my house, and I was clearly upset because, like, what do you mean? Like, there's a Mormon at my front porch talking to my grandma, and why do I have an email from Scientology? Like, what? Like, are we for real? Anyways, like, I'm mad, and they got like sensitive information about my family. You know what I mean? And
So,
obviously, I'm upset.
Okay,
So
I
how did he
remember when
react
one
to
sec
you?
more. I remember when you got doxxed. I asked Lemur, I said, I actually feel very bad for this girl. Her whole family didn't get doxxed, did they? And he said no. Did your whole
no.
family get doxxed?
My grandma, my grandma's husband, my whole family, like just anybody we know, anybody. Every address, every phone number, every place that I've worked in the past, every place my mom works.
Okay, so he's lying about that as well. Okay.
I just want to ask too, because
ahead.
we
I'm sorry.
know now. No, you're good, Chilla. I know it's a lot of us, and we all have a lot of questions. But I'm just, as we go, kind of in the timeline, because I think this is kind of important. So, when you were telling him how upset you were about everybody getting doxxed, how was he reacting to that?
Sorry for himself.
Was he yelling at you?
Oh my god. There was one time. Oh my god. I was literally telling him I was upset. I kept hanging up on him. Like, I'm thinking, like, oh, a hang up button isn't that deep to me. Like, I can walk away from this situation and come back to it. Maybe I should have just said, okay, I'm gonna take time. But, I just hang up. I just start hanging up.
The greater moment. It's the computer.
He calls
Sorry.
me, and he screams at the top of his like, to where maybe his neighbor could hear it, because I know my grandma heard it. He goes, "Why are you hanging up on me?" And like a scream that a woman could feel in her chest. Like, it didn't feel right. Like, it didn't feel good. It made me like
over the phone, but still scared.
Yes, like you could very much feel that like strong emotion of him being mad at me, even though I'm going through something.
I just had this thought, and I'm sorry, guys. So, how much did his family know about you, and vice versa?
His mom knew about me. His whole family knew about me, actually. I don't have much to say about them other than what I've already said, but I don't know.
I think that's good. I don't really want to know about
I don't want to go
family.
into that.
I only want to know about you and Lima yourself. Like, so.
Yeah, agreed.
Once again, I will naturally, sadly, grab Chinchilla and be like, no, we're steering it back to this. Like, we got to steer the conversation right.
You're right.
Well, all right, go ahead. Continue on.
But yeah, he screamed like that during the whole like doxing situation. It was like me telling him like, oh, to be honest, like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, there was a lot of moments where I would just tell him like, sorry. Okay. I would just tell him that I didn't have the like mental health to deal with this. Mind you, I'm in school. I'm working. I'm doing my own thing. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, just life. And I'm getting messages from my family, and he starts to understand, but at the end of every time he tries to understand, it's like he turns it on himself, and he tries to make me feel bad for him. Like, oh, well, there's people that wants to, nobody wants to. I'm just like, what are you talking about?
So even though you were the one that got doxxed, he was acting like it didn't matter, and it was a bigger threat for him to potentially get doxxed, even though he hadn't been yet.
It only affected him when I was directly telling him like I didn't want to be with him. That's the only time he felt like it mattered.
What Gums is really saying too here is like, when you were getting doxxed and getting hate, he pulled the, well, like, it doesn't really matter. I have people who hate me way more. Like, I have way more hate and who want to.
Yes.
So it was like more that like yours is just little, but mine's bigger, and like pulling the whole like woe is me, like I'm the victim more. There you go.
Exactly. And on top of that, I don't know, like he would just have a victim complex complex always. Like it was very. And then he would compare me to the people in his. I guess he had like an old Discord or something. And he told me, "Oh, all these people got doxxed and nothing happened to them. They just had pizza sent to their house. It's not that big of a deal." But it was to a point where I was going to school. I was going to school, and I was genuinely scared about what was like. Obviously, like I don't know what's going on. Like I didn't know what a Kiwi Farms even was. He clarifies, "Oh, I told her what it was," and obviously, no. He briefly, like when I tell you, it was like a 1 second thing. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. You know, like people don't like me, and you know, Kiwi Farms." But I'm just thinking, like, what even is that? Like, I didn't ask. I'm just like, okay, like. But then this happens. I think one of you guys told him that it was happening, and then he told me.
Which part? Told you what was happening?
That people on the farms were doxing her, I think, Chilla.
I feel like he would have figured that out first before any of us, to be honest with you.
He told me that somebody was telling him that I was getting doxed.
The first I heard about it,
I don't remember exactly who.
I think after he had already been aware of it, so I'm not sure. I guess maybe just someone from the farms could have told him, not necessarily a content creator.
Yeah, that's what it's seeming like, because there's no memory in my mind of in like, this is when Teeth Gums is getting doxxed specifically.
Yeah.
I remember it, but I don't remember being the first one to notify him of it. So,
I'm not too sure about that.
I'm unsure there.
I'm not too sure about that. That's like I said, that's just what he told me. He was just telling me. I just remember it was on a video call and he was on his computer and he's like, "Oh, they doxed you," like out of nowhere. He's like, "Oh, they doxed you. They're telling me they doxed you." And I don't know who he said, but he said that somebody was telling him, sorry. And then he was just acting like it was like not a big deal, but telling me as if it should hurt my feelings. Like I don't really understand how he went about it.
How involved are you in the community? Did you realize this would probably happen to you, in all honesty?
Honestly, yes. I knew it would eventually happen. Like, well, wait. What do you think would happen? Like the doxing or like this happening right now?
The doxing, yeah.
Oh, okay. No. I didn't think I was gonna get doxed ever. Like, I didn't have no clue about that. Okay. No. I had no clue. I had no clue.
You know what? This might be a good question because I think there's a big difference in what people are going to expect.
We're getting
as
there,
far
QT.
As like the lolcow stuff goes. Did you just watch it on YouTube? Like you didn't follow it on Twitter or Kiwi Farms or anywhere else?
No, just YouTube.
So that kind of makes sense. I think if you're just a YouTube fan, why you might not have been aware that like doxing and all those things that's a little bit more deep cut stuff. I could see you not knowing that.
Yeah, I really only watched him on and I told him this myself. I was like, I watch your videos, but I basically just put it on the background and whatnot. Like, I'm not really... He's like, "Well, you watch my videos, right? Like, you should know this person and that person and, you know, all these people." And I'm like, well, I'm gonna be honest, like, not too much, but you can tell me. And that's just how it was. You know,
so did it seem to you like he was a big part of the relationship, was the ego boost that he was getting from having a fan who he could date, who was like the fan part was a big deal for him? Like, oh, she's a fan of mine, she watches my content.
I think she said that already, but yeah, go ahead.
He liked that I was his viewer. Like, he would be like, "Oh, like, I'm your YouTuber boyfriend, this and that." You know, just trying to front. And like I said, you know, he would get mad when I watch other people, like even like famous people like Speed. He would be like, "Oh, I bet you want to go date Speed, right?"
Oh,
like it was very controlling. It was
a very reasonable take, you know.
You're not even allowed to watch TV, actually. Literally just Leaping Lemur and Late Night with Lemur. No, don't look out the window. Nothing else.
You have to have a Lemur plushie in front of you the whole time.
Okay, so here's another thing I was kind of wondering about, and I'm sorry, I know you guys have questions too, and if you guys want to tell me to shut up at any point, please cut in, but this one was on my mind. So the situation happens with you getting doxxed. He's not taking it seriously. About how long after that did you guys plan the trip to actually meet each other in person?
crazy enough, when I got doxxed and everything, he decided it would be a good idea to make plans to see me so that I could, quote unquote, know that it was real and official, that he really loves me. And he basically made the plans in October. When we met, the month we met in October, he made the same plans to meet this month.
Nice. So how did that all come about? Like what went down, and what made you feel comfortable to actually go with him, and how did it all end up?
I thought it would be okay. If I'm real, okay, let me be real. Let me be honest. Okay,
100%.
I'm gonna be real. When he showed me his face, okay, I didn't like his personality before he didn't show me his face. Okay, like he was already very egotistical. He was controlling. He would blow up my. Oh my god! On Halloween, I kid you not, I will have my sibling walk in here to approve of this. I was partying. I was like not on my phone, mind you. I have a friend with me. He accused me of like being lesbian or something. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird.
Yeah, never mind. But
that's anybody that I interacted with, he thought I was being weird with. I don't really get it. Don't really understand why. But on Halloween, he was basically blowing up my phone to where like my friend had to act like she was me in text messages.
What?
So he could leave me alone and like let me sleep, because I was just like, I'm partying, you know, I'm like sleepy, I'm tired, probably on the couch already, like I don't even know. But
the very incel behavior of just like,
yeah, he was super controlling, but like I will be honest,
I think that's the epitome of this conversation. If you wanted to boil it down.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, he was controlling. He would always look at my following going up or down, like he would be on it. Like when I tell you, like I like would slip up, like not even slip up, like I would like follow high school mutuals that, like, mind you, I'm 19, like I'm still mutuals with these people. Of course I'm gonna keep following them.
That's understandable.
And he would be like, oh, you need to unfollow them. Why do you follow all these guys? Why do you follow these lesbians? Like,
because
bro, I'm
I would imagine your Twitter
like,
isn't content related. It's a personal one.
You said what?
Your Twitter isn't content. It's a personal Twitter.
It was like think of it like a little diary, like just like a void. Like I genuinely thought it was
Instagram.
Yeah.
I looked at it.
Oh now, yeah. It's
Now I have seen, like, I've looked at the Twitter you've like posted and stuff, and there are some like weird things where it's like, I guess I met the void, like with the word you meant with the void, and there's people who said like Lemur watched anime and stuff. Did you and Lemur like watch anything, or like did he discuss?
Stingy is like, did he watch Sawaba on a Monday or not?
Yeah, did he watch Sawaba on a Monday? And like, did you as well? Like, did you watch it with him? Like, did you not know?
What animes did Lemur watch? Basically, it was what Stingy is asking.
There was weird posts.
You're doing mental gymnastics. Okay. Well,
then she got you now, Stingy.
Listen, I have to get going soon. That's the problem too. So I have to ask this like one question.
All right. Okay, I'm so sorry. I forgot already. Okay.
No, that's not good.
What are we on?
No, go back to the Halloween.
Oh, Halloween?
So he was being super controlling on Halloween, spam texting you that you got your friend to message you. Message him, pretending to be you. And
on my phone.
And he's just basically super controlling and stuff.
Yeah, he was. Okay, let's go back on that. So, like I said, I didn't like his personality at all. He was controlling. He would always try to buy me with a bag. You know what I mean? Like, he was always offering me things
that
so I could
$1,500.
Not even that. He would buy me stuff on TikTok. So that doesn't even include that. Like, he would just buy me separate things without giving me money. But he had just a weird person. Like, he would always bad talk his family, always bad talk people around him. But he would brag that he had like Rolexes, that he knows so much about moissanite, diamond, like fake diamond. Like, I don't even know.
Diamonds. What the fuck is moissanite? Okay.
Like,
Breaking Bad. He's like, my minerals.
My minerals. All right.
Yeah, he would just always be like, yeah, like I'm just. He just made himself seem so big and so hypocritical. Like, I realized, like, when I first was talking to him, I was like, this guy's a weirdo. Like, he's weird. That's when I'm not gonna lie. Like, I felt a little evil, and like after he showed me his face reveal, I didn't really have much feelings for him other than the fact that I did like the money.
Damn.
You're honest with that.
All
right, sorry. I gotta get going. But before I go, thank you all for chilling in the chat. If you enjoyed my shit, my name's Stingy Lol. My final message to Lemur is: you smell and you have a stinky. All right, take care. I gotta get going.
Okay,
Stingy, good to meet you, man. Love to have you on the show
Stingy
sometime.
leaves off with a fantastic question: is that facts or is that false?
What I said?
No, what Stingy just said.
No,
Stingy did.
Oh, duh, bro. Okay, can I be real?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's why you're here.
When
You gotta be real,
bro. Like, he tried to, like, he pulled down his trousers, like his autism trousers.
That's but yeah, okay.
Like, and like when I tell you, like, it was under the blanket. Like, it was like I couldn't see it, but it was under the blanket. And when I tell you, like I couldn't even like my nose wasn't under the blanket, but it literally smelled like mildew, cheese, and like when I'm not even trying to be mean. Like, I'm genuinely telling you the truth. Like, it smelled like mildew, like just cheesy, and then his pee is like.
All right. We're going a little off track. So where we was at Halloween, right?
Yeah.
You are no longer attracted to Lemur. What date would you say he sent you this face reveal that you're like, man, I have barked up the wrong tree? Well, when was this, if you don't mind?
Think a bit after. I mean, it was like a couple days that he went without really showing me his face. Like, he would take, you know, those Instagram photos that like you can only view once, so I couldn't really get a good look at him. You know what I mean?
Stories, like, basically.
Not stories, but like
snaps. Excuse me. Yeah.
Well, kind of, but like on Instagram, if that makes sense. Like,
I'm
view
not very
once.
familiar with Instagram, so that's my bad.
Yeah, but you can change it to where it's like view always or view once or whatnot. But yeah, he would set it to like, because he didn't trust me, of course, like at first, obviously. And I will tell you, like, our first phone call we had, he thought I was like a op. Like, he thought I was like like somebody trying to catch him, because I guess I was like acting weird or something. Like, I don't understand. But yeah, he would send photos like that at first, and I didn't really think of it because like he sends me the same angle face. Like, it's like the pouty lips and like the head like halfway in the
It might not be his finest moment, and probably the worst thing he could have possibly done. Well, besides get with you, teeth comes. I'm sorry. But one of the second worst things he could have possibly done is dog me and Morty, because me and Morty were never being nothing but friends to this guy behind the scenes. So maybe this is a little more selfish of me, but I'd like to hear that, teeth gums. I mean, what's going on there? Am I as evil and is Morty as evil as he possibly made it sound?
Listen, all I know is I'm not saying it's true, just what he said. You know, I'm gonna start off with AntiMatterMorty because it doesn't really matter. I mean, get it? Okay. Anyways,
okay, I got your joke.
Anyways, he basically said about Morty how he was a sellout because he would get donos and then they like do drinking streams with the donut. Like, I don't really understand that. Like, I don't get it. But he would say something like that, and then he would be like, "Oh,
well, I do that."
We party, me and Morty party. You know, that's us.
I'll fully admit to the true stuff. I do streams where if you donate above a certain amount of money, I will take a shot in response to that donation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. He basically said that was like sellout behavior, it was low beneath you. I don't know. But then he was going on a rant about how I think it was like a topic, like it was something like he was basically saying he wasn't a cheater, and how he randomly brought you up. He was like, yeah, AntiMatterMorty, he has a wife, but you know, he's telling me there was a hot chick from high school that, you know, he liked, or you liked, and that you were gonna like talk to her even though you had a wife. I don't really know about that, but that's what he said.
Yeah, and I'll quickly say, so most of my viewers know this already. I was married previously and have been divorced for quite a while now. And then I had a girlfriend and we recently broke up. And I don't think Lemur even knew, because I really don't talk a whole lot about my personal life outside of there's stuff that Chilla knows. So hopefully Chilla never goes crazy because he could dox me. But like,
Morty knows, but. Guys.
Yeah, so it's interesting that Lemur was just making that stuff up because he didn't even really know anything about me personally anyway. But I just wanted to, because I know there was like this story barely involves me. There was only like 2 things about me that came out anyway. But just because we have so much of Chilla's audience and so much of my audience here, I did want to take a second just to like respond to it. So thank you for going back over that.
No, like I said, Teeth Gums is the girl we for a minute were like don't get with, but I am nothing but happy that you're here right now. Do not get that mistaken. Okay, so people are bringing it up in chat right now. This is gonna be us like going off topic, but I want to circle back around to where we need to get to. But do you know about Lemur claiming to be an African American gentleman because he said the N-word? And how did you feel about that?
Bro.
knowing just like us that he is not an African American gentleman, and if you're enough, I'm just talking right. If you're to say the N-word on stream and you're a white, Mexican, Asian person, as long as it's not the ER, I feel like you should just, you know, apologize. I don't know, instead of claiming you're black. But that's just my opinion. Teeth Gums, please.
I was in his live stream, and he told me he was drinking. He was already drunk. Like, he was drinking and all that. And he was like, I'm on the phone with my bank because, I mean, I gotta call my bank. I don't know, they called me about something. And I was handling that. And then I go in my messages and I'm like, hey, what happened? And he's like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And he's like, I was like, what? What did you say? And he's like, oh, no, he said, oh, I pulled a Chilla. That's what he said.
Okay, so when he's saying that, guys, do you guys know Raven's Dolphin? I accidentally called Raven's Dolphin the F slur one time. You know, my bad. You know, I didn't mean to. But, you know, when he's saying he's pulling a Chilla, what he means is he's saying a slur accidentally on live. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, throwing you under the bus. He said, yeah, he pulled a Chilla. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, he was like, what did you say? And he said, you know, the N-word. And I was like, no way. Like, what the frick? Like, and he's like, and he explained it to me. He was like, I don't know, like, I haven't been live in so long that it was just, you know, part of his vocabulary. So he said it. And that's all I can really. Oh, and then he was telling me how, you know, I was like, what did you do? Like, what did they say? He said that I think somebody said something, but they didn't really care. I guess he was like, oh, well, they said something, and I cleared it up and said, oh, yeah, I'm black. You know, I'm mixed.
Wait a second. Teeth Gums, I'm so sorry. I want you guys to notice how I pointed out that I just owned it. Like, yeah, I said the F slur to Raven's Dolphin. I didn't immediately claim to be gay for no reason. Like, oh, guys, I am a homosexual. No, bro, I just accidentally called Raven's Dolphin the F slur. My bad. You don't claim to be the thing that you accidentally said, like Lemur. You don't even. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Well, please continue.
Yeah, he basically said, oh, I think I'm cleared now because I told him I was like half Hispanic, half like black. And he was like, oh, they'll buy this. Basically calling his viewers stupid. And he has many times. So, Yeah. I don't know. Not much to that besides, it's a part of his regular vocabulary. So there's that. There's that.
Lemur. So this was very weird to me. When Lemur would always send me messages that he would always say bad things about white people. And I'm like, me, myself, I'm thinking, well, I am white. This is mildly offensive to me personally. But at the same time, I'm not that person. I'm just not that person. I don't care about it that much enough to be involved. But people were sending me messages like, Lemur is racist. And at first I was wondering, what the hell were they talking about? And then it was over white people. And then now this is a question I have to ask you. When he was talking to you, he didn't like white people, did he?
He made fun of white girls a lot.
Didn't seem to have a very popular opinion of them, did he?
No, not really. No. Honestly, any race, any race. Let me tell you that any race.
Now I was about to say this, guys. Lemur had sent me a message, and he said, "Teeth Gums has left me," and I responded back, "That's great. Let's keep it that way." Okay? I'm not lying to Teeth Gums at all. I was like, that's great. Let's please keep it that way. You did, Teeth Gums. I can't deny you had done that. But what he had informed me while I was telling him that he should continue no longer seeing you. He's like, well, she's with the black man now. And I cannot stand that personally. He's like, I hope she enjoys being a single baby mom and getting beat. And I was like, Lemur, that's a little crazy now, homie. Well, don't you believe? But yeah, towards the end, there was a lot of racism towards mainly white people, but especially black gentlemen as well. Not the black ladies. If we have any African American ladies in chat, Lemur loves you, from what I understand. But hey, if you're an African American gentleman, you can go to hell, I guess. That's because
they have bigger peepees.
That's what I understood from the conversation. And like I said, those were I'm done with this guy. Well, obviously, Teeth Gums, you thought he was going to be done with me far sooner because I was going to die of liver failure, apparently.
Bro, oh my god. He literally, we brought it up many times, and, oh my god, while we were at the hotel, we were on my Xbox, watching YouTube. Your video comes up, and you're live.
So I'm getting at the hotel. This is great.
Yes.
Cool. I'm glad to be a part of your relationship.
So I click your video. I'm like, oh, your friend's live. And he's like, he's always live. He's always drunk. He's always on late. And that's the night he told me that you texted him. Let's party like rock stars.
That's all right. It's so funny you mentioned that. Because, all right, so the day before, I think it was the day before, it might have been that day specifically, I'm sitting around in my room like, holy, Lemur went to go see Teeth Gums in North Carolina, and nothing has happened. That's pretty good. And I text him, I'm like, hey, what you doing? And he's like, nothing. I'm not anywhere right now. I'm like, well, hey, if you're not anywhere right now, let's go live. Because at this point, I'm trying to, like I've told the stream, and I don't know if I've said it to you at this point, but the last 3 months, I didn't know who Lemur was. And I will say this with confidence. The first year and so I knew Lemur, this was my, not my best friend. Like, friends in real life, but my best internet friend. He's my best internet friend. Talk to Lemur about everything. Some shit going on, me and Lemur would talk to each other about it. 3 months ago, I'm like, hey, what's going on with this guy? Something is seeming very off about him. And it was nothing that I was trying to pick up on, but it was just something that I noticed. and he started on weird stuff after weird stuff, as you've attested, as everyone has heard through this live stream, everything that I have told you over time, even him sending me sexual messages about you two that made me very uncomfortable.
Whoa.
Because I'm not the person who wants to hear about that. Like, this is not the way I talk in real life. Like, I think that's a very private conversation that you should only be having with the people you trust the most in your life. Mainly your loved one that you're doing it with. You know, that's my opinion on it. Right? But Lemur would choose to tell me very graphic details of you and his relationship, especially, you know, and it disturbed me deeply. It really did. You know, I'm more of a funny person. I'm like willing to laugh at any funny thing, but those ones got me, bro. Those ones were like the... Bro, what is going on?
Can you go into detail? Like a little bit, just a little bit. Like when? Like, was this in person or was this like on the phone? Like, I'm confused.
Well, so I was talking to Lemur. Not Lemur. I was talking to Menace about this last time we was playing Rivals, and I was like, you know, it's very strange, Menace. You know, I talk to you all the time outside of video and live stream, as Morty mentioned earlier as well.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah. How you doing, Morty? So I talk to them frequently off of live stream. I have never once had a call where me and Lemur wasn't either doing a video or a live stream in between. Like, it just never happened. When the live stream's over, that's when our conversation ends. What do you want, Tails? Okay, what's out? It's when the conversation ends, when it was always about videos or lives between me and him. And like I told you guys, I think Teethgum's can attest to this as what I'm saying. She probably knows it better than I do. I feel like I was more of a friend to Lemur than Lemur was a friend to me, now that I look at it today. And that's all I wanted, was for the fool to be successful and happy. And now I don't even know what's going on. Teethgums, is that an accurate assessment?
Basically, like, I will say, like, when you told him, like, to not be with me and this and that, there was something you said. What he said. He said that you said that we should act like we broke up, but we shouldn't actually break. I don't know. It was like a plan. I don't know. He was just saying that you said that, and he was just calling you stupid, just calling you calling everybody a bunch of names. I was trying to help him out.
What that was is I was like, Lemur, you got to make a decision right now, because he told me he had broke up with you, and you could probably attest. And then 10 minutes later, he'd be like, "Oh, but it's actually cool now. We didn't break up."
Whoops.
Right? Maybe that was just between us and him, like, trying to gear me off of just pressuring him to, like, hey, you've got to make you're basically, right?
Most likely.
Yeah, like, you're being a now and you need to switch up.
I believe it.
Around that, elaborate, what did you say again? I'm sorry. I lost. I'm so forgetful.
No, me too. But yeah, that situation. He was just calling you stupid for doing that. Like, obviously you're being a friend and whatnot.
Yeah, and that one, it was like, just be normal. Just be normal. And he just would never be normal. And me reaching out to him a lot in the past 3 months was just me calling out to him like, hey man, just be the Lemur that I knew 3 months ago. But I think that Lemur either never existed or was long gone. So how did the North Carolina trip go about? Everything you can remember. North Carolina trip, from him starting the conversation until you got off the plane. Then we can start a brand new one.
So, like, to the point where we planned it and then it happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Okay, so when the Kiwi Farm stuff was happening, he basically wanted to prove to me that he loved me or whatnot. So he told me himself that he would get an plane ticket and hotel, which he did, and we would get in a lot of arguments and stuff. Like he was just very stubborn a lot. Like I would get into arguments with him about his behavior. I just felt like he was immature a lot of the times. Like he wouldn't listen. Like I don't know. It's a pet peeve with me if I'm telling you something and you're not, like, you ask a question when I just tell you what was said. Like, I don't know. That's how it basically was. He wouldn't listen. He wouldn't, like, take any of my thought in. He would just kind of run on his own and do his own thing. So during our relationship, it felt very one-sided. Like, I was basically his therapist for a long time. And to be honest, there was many times where I did not want him to come. The day before he came, we had an argument, and I told him to not come. But he came.
What was the argument about, if you don't mind?
Here we go. Okay. So, I have I'm not going to disclose what, but a school program. And, I was at that program.
A college school program, right? Or high school?
Yes. No, college. We had to work in a group of, 3. I meet these two girls that are interested in art, fashion, and makeup. I decide I want to ask for their Instagrams because I want to be their friend, or I don't know, just see. I don't know. I just thought they were cool. Tell me why while I'm busy, he sends me he texts so weird. It's like a bubble, like overwhelming, intense, like very, like it makes you. Like, this is a lot of our relationship was him blowing up my phone, wondering where I was, why I wasn't calling when I would say I would call. It was very weird. He basically acted like that. So when my following went up on Instagram, he he basically saw the profile, and one of the girls, which I didn't even know, I didn't know what demisexual meant. I don't know what demisexual. And I started.
I'll look it up.
I had to prove to him it means like having attraction to somebody for their personality and not.
What are you about to tell me? Go ahead.
And then the other girl, she was a lesbian. I'm not gay. I like boys. I've always liked boys. I might make a gay joke.
Okay, so demisexual, for everyone who doesn't know, means experiencing feelings and attraction only after developing a close emotional relationship and not one on the basis of first impressions.
Yeah, so he didn't even know what demisexual meant, but he just took it and thought that it was weird. So he sees that these are 2 women, and he blows up my phone. He's like, "Oh, you're moving weird. You're not even responding to my text messages. You're moving weird. Why are you following these accounts? Why are you doing this? I knew you were on some weird stuff." And when I get messages like this, and I'm already, busy and stuff, I get mad. So I'm telling him, I'm like, "You're freaking insane. These are women. I'm not gay. Why are you," and mind you, when he's saying all that, he's basically saying, "Oh, why don't you just break up with me? Why?" Just being a little victim, even though he hasn't even conversated with me. He would never take the time to just conversate. He would just see one thing and go in. It was very intense. It was very, very frustrating on my end. He never wanted to communicate. It was always, if he saw it, if he thought it, he was going to go all in on it without even thinking. So that was basically how it was.
Kind of sounds like him.
Yeah. The day before he came, we were arguing about that. I told him, "Why would you assume that I was gay if I am acting like I'm in a relationship with you?"
So he was just jealous of you being having any type of relationship, even a friendship with other people, regardless of what their gender was. And I also want to ask, You said, this is a small thing, but you said he noticed that your following on Instagram went up, so he knew how many people you were following, and then when it went up, he confronted you about that?
Yes, and I will say, when he did, because he would confront me about it a lot, I would block him on Instagram, and I would tell him, I was like, "You're going to learn your lesson. I'm going to block you, and you're not going to look at my following until you can redeem yourself." It was like talking to a man-child. It was It was like walking a dog. Like I had to like help him to not be so controlling. I was like, I'm going to bear with you because you are obviously like not experienced. Like you don't know what you're doing. Like I'm sorry. Like I tried. I really did try. But I said, I'm going to block you. I'm not going to have you look at my stuff anymore because it drives you insane. Like I don't even care what you do. Like I'm secure. Like there's no reason for me to feel the way that he did about me. You know what I mean?
So
Anyways.
here's and this isn't a, I want you to know this question isn't coming from a place of judgment. It's genuinely just, us trying to put together your thought process going through this.
Yeah.
So you felt kind of uncomfortable with how controlling he was already.
Yes.
And you still, what I guess I'll say, knowing the concerns that you already had about the relationship, what made you still decide to actually go meet up with him? Was it just the fact that he kind of was planning it all himself, and you'd been so far along, you almost felt like you had to at that point,
Yes,
or kind of just
absolutely.
Okay.
I felt bad because he already had spent a lot of, and he would bring it up to me every time. He'd be like, I already got the plane tickets, I already got the hotel, I spent a lot of money, this and that. So I would feel bad, obviously. Like, like we would argue, and then I would just be like, okay, let's calm down. Like I would literally direct the whole thing. I would just be like, okay, let's calm down. We're seeing each other tomorrow, whatever.
So you
like,
wore the pants in this relationship.
Always, bro. Always.
Was it weird to you that even though he was older than you, you felt like you had to like emotionally manage the whole relationship?
Like a middle schooler many times. Many times I told him he acted like he was in a middle school relationship, and I did not appreciate it because I'm not that stupid. You know what I mean? I'm not. I was gonna say something, but I'm not. Stupid. You know what I mean? But.
So this is going to get into like the nitty gritty little details, and please only share what you're comfortable with. But who gets to the motel room first? What happens when you guys first arrive?
Okay, I'll tell you everything. I know you.
That was my next question as well.
I know what you want to know, so I'll just tell you the whole story. He gets up because our time zones are different. He lives in California, and I live in North Carolina, so.
It's like 2 hours. It's not that crazy.
It's like 3-hour difference, I think. He tells me 3-hour difference. He's up early. He's saying I'm gonna go, so, I'm just anticipating. I get ready. He tells me he's here. He takes the Uber to the hotel, so he's there first. He got all that stuff ready. I go over there. I take my stuff thing. It was pretty awkward, I will say. Like, I felt weird at first. Like, he walked funny. I don't know.
What does that mean?
Like, I don't know. I get the ick over small things. So, like, the way he walked was like, I don't know if you play. Never mind. But like a Walking Dead zombie. Like, I don't know. He just walked funny to me. So things like that will give me the ick. And then he would make like, I noticed in the elevator he would make like sounds with his mouth, and I was like, why are you making sounds like that? He's like, my mouth is dry, but it would be like every second. Like everything he did was annoying me. Like it's true. Like I was annoyed by him. I was like, why are you acting like this? Oh, wait. Okay. So he tells me that his bag is lost. And he's at the hotel. He's like, yeah, so he goes back to the hotel. His bag is missing, so he's like, we're gonna go back to the airport around like in 3 hours or so and whatnot. So I go to the hotel and I have gifts for him because I'm a little a-hole, so the money he gave me, some of it I spent it to like on him. Like I spent his own money on himself.
That's
if that
crazy.
Makes sense. Like like I was just thinking like I don't want to be rude because he gave me so much stuff that I felt like I needed to at least give him something.
Those Sonic plushies are legit, bro.
So, and that is something I was going to ask, and I think that's kind of what I asked before about going to see him. So you felt, to a certain extent, indebted to him because he was spending a lot of money on you. And I guess I'll ask this too, and I think I already know the answer based on how the rest of this conversation has gone, but I want to ask just so that everybody can hear the answer. So, were you asking him to spend this money on you, or did he just do it unprompted?
He would just do it, but then sometimes I would just be like, I'm kind of broke right now. But most of the time he was just.
So you're saying he wasn't the best person about it. There was some
No.
grime in there. There was some grime in there, but
and honestly, I gotta say, you admitting like the things that you did that maybe weren't 100% right makes everything else you say more believable, because you're not sitting here trying to say you're perfect and Lemur's the worst. Like, yeah, I don't know. It gives you a certain degree of credibility that you're willing to admit the things that maybe, because that's in any relationship, nobody's 100% right. But so he initially started to spend money on you, and then once you saw that he was doing that, you were willing to, ask him for DoorDash or whatever afterwards.
Yeah. Basically.
How much DoorDash did he buy you, Teeth Gums?
I don't know, but I did gain some weight, but
No, that's a lot. Like, listen, that's a good amount. DoorDash is expensive too. Teeth comes over here knowing this as well. What was you making him buy you? What was the orders? Are we talking about 2 double doubles? Are we talking about a full meal?
Oh well, if he was spending it on me, like just me myself, I would get Chipotle.
You get Chipotle?
Yeah, so it would be around, maybe I would buy it for me and my brother, so it would like total out to maybe 25, just for us two. Me and my brother, like.
Yeah. Well, you make it buy for your brother too?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. Lemur's over here feeding 2 families, 7 children in one, and I don't know how many in the other one. This fool is. He's feeding everybody. Lemur, do you want to start sending me DoorDash? I didn't know this was an option. Did you?
All right. So Lemur was busting it down for Patty out, but that's fine. So you guys got to them. You were in the elevator. You already got a weird vibe from him, and then you guys get to the motel room. Let me ask you another question, just out of curiosity. Yeah. Did you guys have anything else planned for the weekend? Like, were you gonna go see a movie? Did he make reservations at a restaurant, or was this just like, we're gonna hang out in the motel room all weekend?
Okay, so this is what I asked Lemur. I remember this perfectly, Morty. I was like, so you gonna take like Teeth Gums to like a ball game? You guys gonna go to a restaurant or something like that? And Lemur straight hits me with, no, I'm gonna.
What?
Oh, did he really say that to you?
100% is what he said. And I said,
Spoiler, we didn't. Spoiler, we didn't.
So
it wouldn't even fit.
These are Lemur's intentions from the get. That's why the SA claim that you hit him with. Now, I don't know the truth of the matter. No, none of us do. But I'm believing Teeth Gums a little bit more on the SA claim after that one, bro. Like, to be honest with you.
So back just really quickly back to what my question was. So, did he have anything planned for the weekend other than the motel room?
Okay, so before we met, he was basically just hyping it all up. Like, he was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to this nice restaurant, like you're on a rooftop and this and that, whatnot." We ended up just going to the mall. And I basically made him get me a bunch of like expensive stuff, and we went to Dave and Buster's, and he was really bad. He was really bad. Like, it was kind of
say no, right, Teeth Gums, when you're like, hey, buy me this. You're not leaving him, are you?
Dude,
if he says no, like he's full able to say no at this point.
I would, okay, I don't want to be an a-hole, but with me, like, when I'm trying to get what I want, I feel like I do stuff like, oh no, it's okay, you don't have to, like, I feel really bad. And he was really like, no, okay, I love doing this. So I don't know, that's just how it went.
So Lemur had to buy it, or Teeth Gums is gone.
Well, and I again, I'm not trying to like take sides or anything, I'm just trying to hear the story, but he had been bragging to you about like the amount of money that he made, right? Like, we did cover that.
And then he ended up being broke like 2 days in.
Okay,
How?
so I want to get to that. But I only want us to go in chronological order because I don't want to miss important shit. So you said he was being bad at the mall. What does that mean? What does it mean he's being bad at the mall?
Bad.
Okay, bad like maybe we're
what do you mean?
Are old, but like bad how? Like weird, like awkward.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait. Let me just refresh you guys a little bit. So I feel like we should go reverse a little bit because we got kind of sidetracked. I wanted to tell you about the airport a little bit more.
Okay.
And then get into all that stuff. Chronologically ordering, so it's not all scrambled up.
Okay, teeth gums. Everyone in chat is demanding it right now. I don't. Did the essay happen or no? Did the essay happen or no? Just answer that. And like I said, remember, you don't have this chance ever again. Let's be entirely honest here. Did it happen or no?
I'm gonna say I felt forced, but I'm not gonna say essay because it wasn't 6. If that makes sense.
Okay,
we didn't do that.
So would the word like pressured be more accurate than forced? I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm trying to see exactly like where you are on it.
Kind of both. Like, I'm not trying to go too into detail, but what basically happened was, let me try to explain it in light terms a little bit. So,
and before you go, I just want to say, please don't say anything that you're not comfortable with. Like, you only have to tell us things that you're comfortable with. If it's too far, you don't have to answer questions. It's up to you.
Take it how you want. I'm not going to label my own situation. Just hear what I say and take it as you will, because what I will say is the truth. And Lemur, if you... Oh, I'm getting a call. Okay. Interesting. Okay, sorry. Anyways, with this, I will say that what happened was... Okay, this is not the night that we, like, fought or anything. I was sober, but I was very uneasy. We were in bed, and I was laying down. I was, like, ready to sleep. I'm watching TV. He's next to me, and he starts putting his hand on my thigh, and then he puts his hand, like, and I kind of freeze up. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. Like,
I get you. I'm not gonna stop you at all. Just please.
Yeah, he was trying to, and like I couldn't look at him. And really, he's practically on my, not on top of me, but like, like his head is on my shoulder, just like positioned in a weird way, and I'm just kind of frozen up, and I'm not looking at him, but he has his like hand there, and he just starts trying, and then I freeze up, and then he doesn't even ask. He knows that I'm looking at him. He knows that I'm just looking at the ceiling, and I'm like saying anything to him, and he's looking at me, and he's like just acting upon his own way. He then is like, he takes his thing. That's when I said he pulled it down, and he started jerking it, and that's when it started to stink. That's when I started to smell it. And that's when I got disgusted.
So this is where the smelly wiener... No, I'm not trying to make light of this, but this is where that came from. If
I'm laying on the bed and your thing is down there, I should not be smelling it from all the way I did. Like, that's not normal. That's not normal. I'm sorry, but it's not. And he basically put my hand on it and, bro, forced me. I couldn't look at him. I could not look at him. I felt very uncomfortable. I did not like it. But with my hand, yes. And when I just felt so disgusting. I felt so gross. I did not feel good. I don't. It was really nasty. I literally washed my hands maybe 5 times, and I'm not exaggerating. I had to use the hotel bath body wash. I had to use the hotel dish soap to wash my hands because it did not stop smelling. And I'm being completely honest. I put it on my mom, I put it on my family, I put it on myself. I am being completely honest. It smelled. I did not feel comfortable. Take it as you will. I'm saying this with my honest God truth. And the only time that I felt that I could look at him was when he got me drunk. And he knows that.
And
I meant to ask you that, because I know that we were Well, and
Well,
we
not a
should
minor,
clarify.
a minor
Yeah.
as in alcohol.
Under 21, so you couldn't have drank alcohol. So was he? I know he. You're saying he.
I guess
did he
we're
buy
not trying to
alcohol
brush
and
over this. I
drink it?
am in absolute fucking belief as well.
No,
So
this is crazy. I can't even believe we're talking about this on the stream right now. I just clarifying details. Did he buy alcohol and bring it to the motel room?
Yeah, I was going to kind of elaborate on the airport thing. So when we went to get his bag, and when we got his bag, and he stopped by the ABC store, he got a bottle of Crown and a bottle of Jack Daniels, and he would basically get drinks every night. We finished the alcohol pretty quickly. I think the first night I was blackout. He told me that I was crawling on the floor, that I had made a mess, but I wasn't acting bad. I wasn't doing anything bad. He just told me that I was really, really bad. And I told him, oh, I don't even remember anything. Like, I have a hangover. I just want to get something to eat. I just want to feel better. And he then later on says, oh, let's drink again. So we go and drink. And he's ordering, like, stuff from DoorDash, like alcohol. Like, he's ordering whatever. I don't even know what it is. It's like, he ordered, I think, Buzzballs and sake. I don't know. It's like the Japanese. I don't know.
So I just want to ask, because it sounds, just based on what you're saying, Lemur said, and I'm sure, did you see his response video that he made today?
I did, but at the same time, I didn't really want to hear his voice, so I kind of just was.
No, it's understandable that you didn't want to. All I'll say is, in the response video, he claims that you are a very heavy drinker and you can handle your liquor very well, and that he's not a big drinker and he can't handle his very well, and he kind of uses that to defend himself a little bit.
That's true,
so
yeah.
I just wanted to ask, because you're the way that you're talking about you blacked out the first night, that doesn't sound like it's probably accurate.
Well, I definitely blacked out because he literally told me, like, oh, you were crawling on the floor. He was throwing up on the first night. He was throwing up. I was gone. Like, I don't even remember what happened. He told me I took a shower, that I was just crawling on the floor, that I was basically, like, I don't remember. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, he told me that and my jaw was on the floor. Like, I'm like, I did what? I did what now? Like, what do you mean? I literally, like, I woke up and I don't know how, but I was naked. And I don't, like, I'm on my mom. I do not know how I got into that state to where I was and I told him that. And if you're listening to this, I told you, you were like, oh, well, I saw you naked, so, you can change in front of me. I said, well, I didn't remember. I didn't remember. And he was like laughing about it. When I woke up, he was like, oh, you're all naked. I was just like, what? Like, how did this happen? Like, I was just asking, like, how did this happen? And he was just kind of laughing off, like, oh, we had such a good time. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, you were taking care of me. You were drunk and I was drunk and this and that. I'm just like, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah.
It sounds like a lot, to be honest with you.
It was every night, every single night, and I woke up with the worst hangovers ever.
So please explain the altercation, because it seems to be a heavy part of what went down. The altercation.
The altercation. Okay. We were drinking like like every night. Every night. This was probably the third or fourth night we were drinking in a row. So we're on the couch, we're drinking a bunch, he's putting on cringe music, he's telling me Babytron is probably the best rapper ever. We're talking about stupid stuff, like he's just, we're just vibing. Next thing I know, like, we're tired, we're going to sleep. This is what I remember, by the way. We're going to sleep. And before all of this, though, like, I was telling him, like, I don't really feel comfortable the way he touches me. Like, he would basically he would literally extend his arm out and slap my like and grab it to where I was like, dude, stop, like I don't like it. Like if you're listening to this, I know you are. I did tell you, and you know I did. I told you I was uncomfortable with it, and you did it anyway. Many times you said, "Oh, sorry, I'm just so clingy. I'm just so clingy."
That's
like
crazy.
he would just excuse it with, "Oh, I'm just so clingy, and you're just so, I don't know. Like, are you even into me? Like, you didn't even ask me." And I was like, I basically told him like, I just want to take things slow, like please. But yeah. So back to the altercation. What I remember is we were in bed, and from what I remember, I feel that he touches me in a weird, like he touches me, and it's sexual. Like he just touches me, but it's kind of like it kind of hurt in a way. Like he touched me, and I sit up and I look at the wall. This is true. I do. I look at the wall and I said, "Do not touch me. Like, don't touch me like that again." And he's like, "What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking? Like, I'm just here." And I'm drunk. I will admit, like, I'm really drunk at this point. So I'm upset. I feel uncomfortable. I'm drunk. Like, I don't feel okay. Like, it felt weird. Like, I didn't like it. So I get up and I'm yelling. I'm just like, "Oh, like you're so weird. You're such a weirdo. You've been so weird with me. I don't like the way you act. You've been terrible to me." I'm just telling him that I don't like him, that I feel uncomfortable, that I don't want to be here, that I just want to leave, and you know. But with that, I'm basically going around screaming. He comes close to me. He gets in my face, and I kid you not, like he grabs me, like he puts me in a position where he's holding me, like restraining me almost, like as if I'm like I don't know, like an animal.
That's when the bite came into play, is it not?
I'm gonna be honest. The things that was those are nail in engraved.
Oh, okay. So the bite is a lie, as well.
If you look closely, those do not look like bite marks. Those, and as a sibling growing up, like, you know, I have 6 siblings. We used to fight all the time, and I used to use my nails. Like, I would just dig my nails. So that's what I would use, you know, like, I have a bunch of sisters. I know what it looks like. You know what a bite mark looks like. A bite mark wouldn't be that red 3-4 days after. You know what I mean? It wouldn't look like that.
You're probably right about that. You're probably right. It'd probably have transitioned to bruises at that point. If it was, but I don't know the timeline. So it would be 3 or 4 days before, after the bite happened, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, touches inappropriately, storms out of the hotel room. What happens? Is there any more that happens after that? It's like notable for you to tell everybody.
I just like I will admit it. I went because he touched me. I was screaming, yelling, and he came to try to, I guess, grab me to calm me down, and it made me more uncomfortable. I don't know what he was thinking by doing it, but it made me more upset. And I think I reacted physically because I felt scared. And I will admit, like, I've had past experiences with things like that. I've been in relationships like that. I have reacted in the same way because it doesn't make me feel comfortable or safe. Like, it's a fight or flight kind of reaction that occurs when those things happen, and especially when I'm
Cachette says something that I didn't remember. Maybe it's something decent to ask, because I feel like we're winding down here, everybody. Cachette says he claimed you destroyed the room.
That's a lie. He invited me back in that room. All there was is McDonald's trash. And the beer bottles and all that. Like, it was not even broken, but mind you, It's not even broken. None of it's broken. It's just trash. Like, this is just trash that you have to pick up and put away. You understand?
Yes.
I'm not sure what he meant by I was ruining the hotel. The most I did to the hotel, like, I recently got my hair dyed. I left a bunch of hair dye on the shower and the bed, but because, you know, my hair's dyed, like, water, it just, I don't know. That's probably the most that I probably did to that hotel, but I wasn't doing things that could charge him, like, you know, like, I wasn't throwing, like, things. Most I was doing was probably banging my hand on a table, like, if I'm being serious.
Okay.
So how did you leave the hotel or the motel? Like, what was the end of like the separation?
I'm basically after the altercation with him grabbing me and basically me digging my nail into him until he let me go, I go around and I'm collecting all of my things, and I don't even know. I'm drunk. Like, I don't even think I dressed properly to leave the hotel because I just remembered being outside in the cold. But what happened was I was just gathering my things. I'm saying I'm leaving. I don't care. Like, I'm leaving. I don't care. And he's like, okay, leave then. Like, okay, leave. I'm like, okay, you got it. Like, I'm leaving. So I leave. I don't go back to the hotel. I do remember he said that. Somebody mentioned it to me. He said that I left and came back. I never left and came back. I'm not that desperate. I am not desperate. That is one thing I am not.
Okay, so I think I'm a little tired, guys. You know, I've been up for a very long time today. Thanks, Heath Combs.